game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on their own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Working that left side now. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Throws to the wideout. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Now the play fake. Throwing right. Holds it in. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
42 Spider.
Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Oregon. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Give to the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pucks it out of the air. Made a defender miss. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eye.
Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
On the move, he fires. It's complete. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Just keep slinging it. Got the quick pass. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Wants to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third
things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Makes the catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Miami, 0.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
He holds it in and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Cage. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over, 1st and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class, you know the
turning it on! Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Throws to the tight end. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They booted away on fourth down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
He makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker. Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Number 7 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. To the air, it's Barnes. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Ducks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
49, Miami, 7.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the quick grab. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job.
He's going for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Oregon. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. That's caught. It's Royer. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Lost one deep down the right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last.
Makes a grab on the shot. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking for a man, it's Barnes. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Rifles it down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Coming up, 4th down.
691, Gator score.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll take another shot here. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! Once he got some room, it was over. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 11 to Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Canes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
So now it's 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying play action. Finds a man on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
At the 15-yard line. And first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The give to the back. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A strike downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
To the air, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go, here we go.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Snagged out of the air. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to Troy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Miami Hurricanes will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's trouble balls. What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Offense will take over first and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Defense showing blitz here. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you.
Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, and he wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Canes want to crank the tempo. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and he wants to throw. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
4-2 Spider.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch and stride inside the 15. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Hurricanes will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets rid of it. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give and tick, 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 tick. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll give it to the back. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to pass it. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play and